Hey everyone, it's Lisa from DAnaugustnails and welcome back to my channel. The long-awaited moment is here. It's time for me to do my nails and I'm happy to share this video with you guys. As you can see, they need the TLC. I did this set 5 weeks ago and the natural nail is misshapen, it's outgrown. So you're going to be able to see my takedown process, my prep process, my application process, and my nail art process. All of the processes in this beginner gel application and nail art tutorial video featuring Luminary gel system. So I'm starting off with my Ofani nail drill and I've applied a sanding band on there, medium, and it's not going anywhere, as you can see. Now this is the practical drill that beginners start off with. So if you do have it at home, I want you to know that you can use it with a medium grit and it will take down the product, as you can see here. Be careful about keeping it in one spot because that will cause friction. Be careful about going up and down the nail as opposed to putting it on the nail, sliding it down with light pressure, then putting it back on, then sliding it down, then taking it off, putting it back on, sliding it down. Because again, friction equals heat. Heat means you're gonna get burned. Burn means ouchie. So if this is what you got home, you can totally use it because gel is soft, doesn't take a lot of pressure to take it down. And if you've only got a file at home, a 100 grit file will take this down as well. Just be careful, constantly lift up your file, move it around the nail to make sure you're not staying in one spot because you can get really close to your natural nail because this product is so soft. Now, if you did have a couple of bucks and you splurged on some carbide bits, use a fine one because this doesn't require a lot of pressure, and fine because the gel is soft, you can take down a lot of product with this as well. So hit me up in the comments and let me know your first starter drill, or if you never even had one and you just had files, let me know what you started off with. Be happy to hear your comments, and definitely, as the words are prompting you to do on your screen, request a look in the comments, guys. I take requests, okay? Oh man, this bit is taking down this product like so good. You're gonna be able to see it even more on the index finger because we had started working initially on the thumb with the sanding band. So when we get to the index, you'll really see how much product this takes down. And the nail drill that I'm using, unfortunately, it is on one speed. So you really have to be careful with this, okay? Because you can get into a lot of trouble. However, most carbide bits work best without any friction when they are at the highest speed, okay? So this actually worked out great for me when it came to the carbide bit, but on the sanding band, not so much. And I probably blame that on me staying in one spot for too long because, I mean, the next time I brought out the sanding band, I didn't have any issues, not one. Now I'm only doing the takedown process on my left hand. I will leave my right hand undone so that you can see the difference between how much product was initially on it and how much product we took off. But also take notice that I didn't apply very much product to begin with because with the gel, you don't need that much. You just want to give yourself a strong apex. But generally, you don't apply too much product because a lot of product doesn't equal strength. It actually works against you sometimes. Okay, so left hand compared to right hand, check that out. You can see the difference, but you can also see that I didn't apply that much product to begin with. And now we're coming in with a cuticle pusher. Now, beginners, you guys should definitely have this. If you don't, run out and go grab it. You can grab it from anywhere. I get mine from anywhere between AliExpress, Amazon, local nail supply stores. I mean, some people will say there are better brands, better quality. I don't have those better brands, so I can't compare. This one I got from AliExpress. It works out fine for me. So I pushed them back nice and gently. I've revealed all of that dead skin and now I'm using the opposite end to scrape it away. You want to do this as gently as possible. Don't do harm to yourself. Definitely don't do harm to the client. Look at all that beautiful dead skin. This is oddly satisfying, but maybe you're just as weird as I am. Yeah, you are. And now we're going to be using a diamond flame bit. Now with this bit, as you can see, it's pointy. You can do a lot of damage if you don't lay this flat as you're working on the cuticles. Do not point it upwards in a weird angle. Lay it flat up against the natural nail, because even though this is a diamond bit and it's super gentle, you can also still create very deep grooves into your natural nail bed, and that's not okay. Because with every service you provide to yourself or to clients or whoever you're working with, you want to make sure that you take care of their natural nail, because taking care of it ensures that they will continue to come back to you and that you will have smooth sailing during every service. Because let me just tell you, working on a bumpy nail bed, and that's even if you get the chance to work on that client again, if you're the one that caused it, let me just tell you, just work better, work best. Don't be concerned with speed, be concerned with quality. Because that's what I'm focusing on right now. And as you can see, I did not have a lot to do with this flame bit. The cuticle pusher did a lot of work for me. However, I did go through the process with all 5 nails just in case. Better to be safe than sorry. Now this next drill bit, as you can see, it's a little bit on the ovally side with the tip sort of cut off. I love this bit. I love it, because it gets rid of all that dead flaky skin that's left on my cuticle, because I don't use cuticle cutters a lot, if at all. This bit, it's also a diamond bit. You can run this on your skin, get all that dead, dry skin off, get like all of it. Look at it. Ooh, get so satisfactory, and it's super soft. It's also really good for getting the shine from the natural nail, because we are going to be applying our product there and we don't want any shine. Look at that beautiful, oof. Because let me just tell you, around that area on every nail, crusty dusty. Just saying. And it's also really good for smoothing that, as you can see, right there. Yeah, there's still a bit of top coat there. Watch this bit go. Yes. And it's so gentle that it will smooth that surface out without causing any damage to the natural nail. It's all about the pressure that you apply. Now I do come back in with the medium sanding band, and why not, right? We definitely want to get this product down as flat as we possibly can, because what if we are applying a new color? What if we're not going to be sticking with peace and we're going to add grace, or we're going to add love, or we're going to add hope or harmony? We know that Luminary has a very good amount of beautiful skin tone colors, so why not? Why not get this down as thin as possible? Especially if you're considering reapplying a new color for your client or for yourself. BT dubs, I did stick with peace, but you want to practice good habits, and taking down the product as much as you can in any case is good. But if you are just going to go with the same color, just get rid of the bulk, get it nice and smooth, and then reapply. For me, I wanted to do a very thorough video on this so you guys can see what my process looks like. We will be filing in the next clip. So I am taking my metal filing board from Glitterbels. I'm using the 180 grit side. The reason for that is because gel is super soft, and this is a very thin layer that we have left on our nails, and we're also operating with our natural nail. So 180 grit file is all you need. Super smooth, super soft, very effective. You go in there with a 100 grit file and it's like taking a cheese grater to a stuffed animal. It's mean to your kid. Don't do that. And it's mean if you take a 100 grit file to your nails. So we're gonna reshape everything. I love me a good almond on my nail. It's my go-to. When I turn the nails to the side, you'll be able to see just how outgrown that natural nail is. Ooh, look at that, look at that. We are gonna smooth that out. The natural nail has a habit of growing lumpy and bumpy. Sometimes it curves downward, and you wanna get a good filing technique. As you can see, I'm filing in an angle, I'm taking in the sidewalls. You want to establish a really good filing technique so that you can hit all the areas that are necessary, which is all the areas, and you don't want to work too much. If you got a nice routine, you can always follow through and ensure that you give crisp shapes every single time. Oof, look at that. Let me just tell you, with all the nails you have seen, you have not seen the ring finger, and it was the worst, like misshapen one of all my fingers. Okay, the worst. And I'm definitely not sticking to one side too long. And I do you see? Because this is how you can tell, looking at it from all angles, where you need to go next. But I don't stick to one side because I want a balanced look on my nails. And now acetone to cleanse the nail because I don't have alcohol. If you were smart enough to buy alcohol, you were great, but the essential workers, I'm glad that they have it because they need it. I'm good with the acetone. Now everyone, I'm busted out my sun UV light. You're gonna see a bit of that. And I'm taking my Commit primer from Luminary. Yeah, they sell this stuff. It's great. It has no like really bad smell to it at all. I didn't smell anything, okay? So you apply a thin coat of this. You only need to apply it on the natural nail. I have a habit of getting it everywhere. I mean, I just let it dry before I apply. Now, Luminary's nail system, their gel is both a base as well as a builder gel, so you will be applying the color as your base coat as well over the already primed nails. So I'm going in with Peace, right? I told you I was gonna reapply this. I'm pushing my cuticles back with the cuticle pusher. Keep this on hand, okay guys? You're gonna need this. Ever so gently pushing that back. And now we're coming in with Peace and a very thin coat. Now, at some point, I'm gonna just move my nails around. I want you to follow the line of light that's running across my cuticles because I pushed my cuticles back just so I can get the application as close to the cuticle as possible without touching the skin. So I am gonna move my nails, like I'm gonna rock it back and forth, follow the line of light as close to my cuticle as possible, and you will see how close I got it there without getting product onto it. And I'll cure this for 30 seconds because it is a thin layer. When you apply more, you wanna cure for 60 seconds. Look at that, super close to the sidewalls. Now follow that light. Look at that, so close. Now I've cured that and I've cleansed it, and now I'm pushing the cuticle back again. Keep this cuticle pusher on hand, guys, because now we're gonna be coming in with our slip layer. And our slip layer is just a thin layer of gel, just as thin as the base coat, that's gonna tell our nice larger dollop that we're gonna use for structure where to go. And you will not cure this layer, guys. Don't do it. Now, if you've got a lamp, most likely you're able to hold the power down and you can take it to low heat mode. You want to do that with gel because you can prevent heat spikes. Also, putting your hand in and out of the lamp at an intervals will also help you with heat spikes because it's gel, it does burn, that's the gig. You want to explain this to your clients, educate yourselves. Luminary will help you do that. They responded to me on Instagram with loads of info, their website. Just learn how best to do this. Now we're coming in with a nice dollop at the cuticle to start because that's, you know, my apex is going to be in that, in that general area right there. And now I'm going from sidewall to sidewall, feathering it down nice and beautifully. Boom, boom, bam. Then I'm going to take my brush, checking the sidewalls, and I'm going to run that brush in that gel to the center because I really want my structure to focus right there. Now, I'm going to clean the sidewalls if I need to. I'm gonna flip that nail over, and then I'm gonna take that brush again, and I'm gonna make sure I'm floating it where that apex wants to be, like where I need it to be, structure focused in the center of that nail. Then I'm gonna flip it back over because I want it to level itself out. Now look at that. Do you see? Can you sort of see the apex forming right where we need it to be? I'm gonna flip that bad boy over again. And I'm gonna do this 3 or 4 times to make sure it's nice and balanced before I put it into the lamp. And then I'm gonna start putting it into the lamp upside down, then taking it back out for a couple of seconds, then putting it back into the lamp right side up, then taking it out for a couple of seconds, back in upside down, out, in right side up. So do you see? Take it out, I flip it. Take it out, I flip it. Take it out, I flip it. And this helps with heat spikes, it helps with leveling, make sure that my structure is where it needs to be. I mean, this is the way to do it, and it looks a bit tedious, to be honest. You can probably avoid doing this a lot with a better lamp, but this is my $20 Sun UV lamp that I picked up from Amazon. A lot of people have it, and it's not like the Light Elegance lamp or the Kiara Sky lamp where their low heat mode is probably better than most lamps. But this is how I do it. I'm a beginner. This is what I got on hand, and we gotta work. We gotta figure this out. So I'm constantly doing this. Upside down, right side up, and at some point I'm able to see, do you see that nice beautiful structure? Look at that apex, guys. You and me, we did this together. Okay, every time I post a video, every time you guys help me grow, and I learn new things as I'm preparing a new video for you guys. So look at what we did together. I love this teamwork we got going on here. And so I'm gonna repeat this on the apex nail, in the index nail, just a lot quicker than I did with the thumb, just so you can get a second run of this. So pushing cuticles back after they have been primed and the primer has dried. Coming in with piece for my base coat, gonna be curing this for 30 seconds, guys. Now I did notice that there was even just a little bit of a pinch while I was curing the base coat, not gonna lie to you. Nice and thin layer, cured, pushing back that cuticle, going in with my slip layer of piece, nice and thin, just as thin as my base coat would have been, getting it as close to the cuticle without touching the skin, getting those sidewalls. And this is where the jar comes in, because a lot of times you have to work at getting a good sized dollop out of the bottles. So those 10 ml jars are good for this as well. But the bottle is what I got, the bottle is what I'm gonna work with. You do not cure the slip layer like I mentioned before while we were doing the thumb. Your dollop sizes will vary based on the finger that you're doing. As you can see, this one is much smaller than the thumb. Boom, got it close to the cuticle, feathering it down. Sidewall to the tip. Boom, boom. Checking those sidewalls, turn the finger upside down quick as you can. Get that brush, feather in the product in the center, okay, because you want to create that look. Then you flip it right side up and check it out. Look at that apex, it's already forming. Upside down, right side up. Upside down, right side up. Upside down, right side up, and then into the lamp. And you definitely want to continue the same upside down, right side up motion as you're going in and out of the lamp. Yep. And I do apologize if those rays from my lamp are affecting you guys as you're watching the video. I just felt like this was the best way to show you the constant motion. And to be honest, again, it seems tedious, but it does get the job done. And I mean, this is, to me, the best way to use any gel product. You can always check in with other influencers to see how they do it, but they all basically have their clients pull their hands in and out of the lamp. I just like to do the upside down, downward motion so that I can create a good balance and a good apex. And I'll do that with all 5 of the nails, and we'll check out our shape. We'll check if this this mental process of mine works. But check out that apex, right? So wait, boom, all 5 nails are coming up. There you go. Now, we are going to file a little bit. I recommend you go in with that 80 grit file again on that side, because you don't really need to do much. Our application, if you get it, if you practice a little bit, it won't be flawless at the very beginning, but it will get to be better. So there's very minimal amounts of filing. However, but it's the same routine. Your sidewalls, from sidewall to sidewall. You want to go in at your cuticle, and because you're using a 180 grit file, it's safe to go at the cuticle, but just be careful. Don't do such vigorous movements because friction causes heat. And then you're going to go down the barrel of the nail. So the same routine that you have for filing for anything works with any sort of extension that you're doing. And look at that peach. It is so, sorry, not peach. Piece is so beautiful. I really hope I wasn't saying peach the entire video, because it's actually Luminary piece. But it's so, so beautiful. And what I do love about Luminary, if I had, because you guys would have seen my Luminary systems review video. And this video is basically the demo to that video. There's so many beautiful skin tones. Oh my gosh. So many beautiful skin tones to work with. You can leave them as is, you can apply color on top of them, but generally I like to do a beautiful natural skin tone, and then I like to apply nail art on top of it. That's all I like to do. And of course, we definitely want to make sure our shape is refined, but very little filing with this product. Very little, not gonna lie to you. Easiest thing to do. Guys, I'm sweating in my car. I don't know how many degrees it is outside in the Bahamas, but I'm sweating, okay? So definitely sound off in the comments and let me know what you think about the video so far. Have you tried any gel systems? Let me know what they may be. And have I hit home with all of the beginner products that you probably have in your salon right now? And are you finding out how to use them with different extensions? Because guys, learning how to apply gel, I mean, go for it. Why not? Why not learn everything there is to learn? Why not get good at everything there is to get good at? Like, why not? There's no limit in this career choice at all. And of course, we're going to be buffing the nails just to make sure we have very smooth surface to apply our nail art. I do apologize if this video is a bit long. I did want to run you guys through my entire process. Sound off in the comments if you thought it was too long or if you thought it was worth the wait. Either way, I'm going to try to get better as much as I can with you guys and creating content. But thank you so much for supporting my channel thus far. You're awesome. So these are the nails after everything's been filed and buffed. And now we're coming in on the index finger and the pinky with the Luminary Empower Matte Top Coat. Let me tell you, this matte top coat is the best I have in my collection. And I honestly don't think that I'm gonna find a better one out there. Cure it in the lamp for 30 seconds. This is beautiful. It applies like butter and then you get it out and it feels like velvety butter. So good. Look at that. You can see the difference between the matte top coated nails and the not matte top coated nails. So now we're coming in with some foil glue, and this stuff I hate it because you just, maybe I hate it because I could never get it right, but it's glue and you let it air dry. I prefer foil gel. I just don't have any at the moment. And I imagine most of us don't, so just use what you got. Because we're coming in with some, look at it, we're coming in with some holographic foil. Yes, look at that. Got nice twinkling stars in there, all sorts of color coming in. I love this foil, I do. And I have a lot of foils. I love foils in general. Let me know in the comments if you love foils. Don't get into saying how much because the comment's gonna be super long. We're gonna be here all day talking about foils. Am I right? But who doesn't have that beginner starter kit of way too much foil? So now I'm coming in with Model 1's color 1600, and this is a beautiful shimmery, glittery royal blue. And we're gonna do a little bit of nail art. So I'm coming in with a good dollop just at the cuticle. And then I'm gonna come in with one at the free edge of the nail. Can you guys see the shimmer? It's a slight shimmer, but so effective. I've got the same color on my toes. And I'm taking my thin liner brush and we're gonna be pulling little streaky lines from that initial bit of gel polish that we applied. And we're gonna do that, as you can see, to the middle finger and the ring finger. And we will be curing this in the lamp for 30 seconds. But wait, we're not done. There's more gel art to come. Did that rhyme? No, it didn't. But it was close. It was close. And this is a bit of abstract art that we're doing. So I'm busting out my Saviland spider gel in color number 2, which is white, taking my dotting tool and ever so slightly thin lines into the center of that gel art. Look at that, right over that foil. And we will be curing this also for 30 seconds. And cleanup of like the sides of my finger where some of that spider gel is. It's just a matter of a lint-free wipe, which, and I've never seen a lint-free anything, with some acetone or some alcohol, and boom, she's done. But definitely get it cleaned off before you cure it in the lamp. And now I'm coming in with my Luminary Empower Shiny Top Coat. And let me just tell you, it doesn't say shiny in the name, because obviously Luminary's like, they trust that their product speaks for itself, but I would put shiny in capital letters all over this bottle because it is so dang shiny. So good, so good. It's like a nice balance in between a good, not too thick, not too runny, not too bulky, not too smooth. It's just the top coat for me. As of right now, it is the best top coat that I own, and I'm so glad that I invested in these. I want to remind you guys again to hit up Luminary website to hit up the Nail Throne. Check out Sarah's Nail Secrets because the Nail Throne is the US distributor for these beautiful, wonderful products. And top coating time always means that we're close to the end of these videos, so I want to remind you guys to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on social media because I do have a Facebook and I do have an Instagram. Yes, I do. I will be listing products below. Definitely check out my Luminary review video if you hadn't already. And I'm going to sign off and let you know that Cuticle oil is coming up at the end, as well as a short video and pictures of the finished look. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. And guys, I'm going to catch you in the next one. Bye for now.